just 7 days removed from PCW Ultra's No Quarter. It was a night where we saw a shocking title change, an unexpected return, and an unsanctioned street fight that left us with more questions than answers. This is PCW Ultra Mutiny. As always, Mike Simmons here with you in the booth, and we're going to get you all caught up on everything that happened at No Quarter in the next few weeks. But beginning next week, exclusively on PCWOnDemand.com, you can see No Quarter in its entirety with your $4.99 subscription to our on-demand service. Relive everything from that night, from the unsanctioned street fight between War Beast and Outlaws Inc. to the UltraWoman Championship match between Tessa Blanchard and Sumi Sakai. If you didn't join us live in Wilmington this past Friday, you can experience it beginning next week exclusively on PCWOnDemand.com. But this week on Mutiny, we're going to take a look back at the year-plus long reign of Tessa Blanchard. She's faced some of the best talent anywhere in the world, and back at Vision Quest last September, she faced off against LAX's own Diamante. As always, on the call, Todd Keneley and Christian Cole.
First of 4 championship matches, looking to make history. The challenger, Diamante. What an excellent working relationship PCW Ultra has had as of late with the likes of Impact Wrestling. Diamante, a fixture there, part of LAX. Featured a lot of members of LAX over the years here. Homicide, of course, had a match for the PCW Ultra Heavyweight Championship.
Johnny Ultra, Johnny Impact, whatever he wants to go by this week. Of course,
Indeed.
Penta, Sammy, a lot of PCW Ultra and Impact Wrestling parallels.
Will Diamante make history? She gets her shot at Vision Quest. There you see her, the champion, the undeniable. And what an incredible run she has had all over the globe. And right here in PCW Ultra, you'd be hard to argue that there is a better female competitor in the world of professional wrestling today. You might even argue that she's the best competitor in general in pro wrestling today.
A lot of people talk about Tessa Blanchard and her lineage, and they talk about the advantages she had growing up with, of course, Magnum TA and her father Tully, and how that apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. But you know what I think of when I think of Tessa Blanchard? A girl who has done it on her own. A girl who, against all odds, has been able to make a name for herself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a one-fall bout with a 30-minute time limit. It's for the PCW Ultra Women's World Championship. Your official in charge of the action once the bell rings is Rick Knox. Introducing first our challenger. She hails from Miami-Dade County, Florida. She is your challenger, Diamante. Diamante. Her opponent. She is your current reigning, defending PCW Ultra Women's Champion from Charlotte, North Carolina, the undeniable Tessa Blanchard. One fall for the championship.
Oh, and right into the face of Diamante goes the champion. Tessa Blanchard loves confrontation. She loves a challenge. She has one in front of her tonight. Diamante, a serious and legitimate threat at Tessa Blanchard's PCW Ultra Women's Championship. And perhaps a bit of gamesmanship from Tessa to start this match off, getting in the head of Diamante.
Tessa Blanchard, this marks her 4th time in the PCW Ultra ring, her 3rd straight title defense. Will it be another successful title defense? I mentioned she's been traveling the globe. Incredible matches here in PCW Ultra, Impact Wrestling, all over the place. Made headlines recently, going to be part of WOW. And at some point, does that take its toll on the champion?
I wasn't listening to you, but yes. I rarely listen to you, Todd. To me, it's just me, Haichu, and some cameras and some wrestling.
You might want to try it. You might learn something.
Bastard.
Diamante, a lot of swagger, a lot of confidence, and you can see from Diamante's frame, she is a powerhouse in her own right.
Yeah, but she's going up against one of the toughest champions this industry has to offer in Tessa Blanchard.
I think she's also the toughest.
She is definitely the toughest. Thanks, Todd.
And now, you don't want to turn your back. That's a cardinal rule in professional wrestling, and again, Tessa Blanchard, undeniable, was born and bred into this great sport. Head scissors takedown by Diamante, who's moving very well, and it must be documented that Diamante coming back from a severe ACL knee injury, but it's certainly not limiting her momentum, but that did. Walked right into the spear by the champion. This could be over before it begins.
Beautiful spear. Tessa running back into the ring, cutting Diamante off in the center, nearly cutting her in half. And Tessa Blanchard, she's in for a fight here, Todd, but she really has proven that there's really no one on her level in this industry today. One of the great free agents this industry has to offer is Tessa Blanchard. Wow. Recently signing a contract with Impact Wrestling, and boy, did they pick up a huge star in Tessa.
Nobody home for that short back elbow, and you can see the champion shaking that off. That can take out your tricep in a hurry. It could dislocate your shoulder, your AC joint, and the champion still having trouble, but goes back to the well. This time goes for the drop kick, and you can see the anguish in the challenger as Blanchard goes for the victory, only a count of 2.
She has that quality, that 4 horsemen-like quality that her father set the tempo with just 2 or 3 decades ago. I mean, with Tessa Blanchard, I mean, she has such a toughness behind her, and she takes this so seriously. When she's not wrestling, she's training. Recently brought in as one of the women of wrestling trainers here in Southern California. She's only 23 years old, Todd. I mean, the accomplishments on this girl's resume, you know, they scream very loudly of how successful she can be. And frankly, she's been doing it on her own. She's been creating this resume on her own. I don't care what anybody says. And it's the passion and anger that you see in her face that continues to lift her to new levels.
Absolutely, and her father, Tony Blanchard, known for his scientific wrestling acumen, but you see a little bit of the enforcer in Tessa Blanchard as well, because she will punish her opponents. She will hold on to that title by any means necessary, and now you see a nice mix of it. Really wrenching on the arm, this abdominal stretch, but also will transition to strikes as well.
Yeah, certainly. That's locked in very good, that abdominal stretch, putting a ton of pain in that right part of the rib cage. Oh, able to fight out.
Diamante turned that into a crossbody, countered, shifted her weight, and Blanchard has that scientific acumen, but Diamante, a member of LAX, she's got that street smarts, and she is certainly ready for a fight, is the challenger.
Open-handed slaps from Diamante to the champion. It's almost Diamante testing Tessa and asking her if she really wants to fight, if she really wants that PCW Ultra Women's Championship.
On the outside now, and this, we'll see if this bodes well for the champion. Fighting someone who loves that anything goes environment, and for Diamante, she can't win the gold out here. Wow, this thing getting personal in a hurry, partner.
Open-handed slap actually rocks Tessa. Tessa on her back heels now. Diamante fighting back like crazy. You can see the passion and desire that Diamante has to potentially hold up that women's championship here.
And it seems to me the first of 4 title matches that referee Rick Knox allowing a lot of leniency. I don't see him, we don't have a shot of it right now, but not even thinking about a count. We want to see a winner here, partner.
Absolutely, we do. We've waited a long time for this match. One of the most highly anticipated matches on this card tonight is this women's championship match.
Wheelbarrow there by the champion, takes Diamante into the guardrail. The wheelbarrow cultivating nothing but pain.
Yeah, PCW Ultra is known for its violence. It's part of the synonyms when people think of the title PCW Ultra, and Tessa Blanchard slamming Diamante's head right into that steel guardrail. Diamante having trouble now recovering. Tessa in firm control on the outside.
Blanchard, of course, recently a phenomenal matchup in Chicago, and now right back out here to the West Coast, putting the title on the line. So you cannot say that Blanchard is not every bit a fighting champion wherever she goes and whatever title she might be defending. Wow. Can you believe that the champ is beating, at this point, somebody like Diamante in what in essence has turned into a street fight?
Yeah, excuse me for 1 second. Dan, if you grab any more of my high chews, I'm gonna beat your ass. Stay away from the high chew. Sorry, go on.
Well, right now it's the champion that's chewing up the competition, you might say, and I don't know that Diamante knows if she's in Wilmington or the impact zone.
Look at this, though, able to fight back, perhaps sliced bread on the outside, and Tessa Blanchard's cranium crashing directly into the cement, and the champion is in trouble.
That might be a way for her to turn the tables, and we'll see if Diamante can get back to her feet and perhaps more importantly get Tessa Blanchard, the champion, back in the ring, because that's the only place that Diamante can win the gold and make history.
Yeah, of course, Diamante, there is no title changes in a disqualification or a count out. Diamante needs to get Tessa back into the ring. Brick Knox is already at count of 7.
Yeah, the count's going on now. Both champion and challenger roll in, and this thing will continue.
But look at that. Tessa didn't need to go back in the ring, but Tessa decided to go back and defend that championship squarely in the middle of the ring. Kudos to Tessa Blanchard, a fighting champion.
Living up to that moniker, undeniable indeed, but not if Diamante has anything to say about it. And we'll see who gets the better of this exchange. Diamante saying, hey champ, bring it.
How tough is Diamante in her debut, showing that she's street smart and she's street strong. Hits that rope with momentum, comes back with a forearm. Champion looks loopy here, Todd.
An entirely different, when you're the champ, you got to take on all comers and all styles. And this, I think, is the most physical encounter and volatile encounter that we've seen for Blanchard when it comes to the PCW Ultra Women's Championship. Oh, man.
A little French from Diamante.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, look at that beautiful back uppercut there, that back European uppercut.
Sacre bleu.
She's able to stick and move. How elusive is Diamante? Able to duck that clothesline, deliver a German suplex. And now she's set up in the corner. What's Diamante gonna do here?
Oh man, she's got the champ in her sights. And she shoots with heavy artillery, and that knee is holding up. Gonna put it to use.
Beautiful Shining Wizard by Diamante, in for a cover. And just 2. Veteran referee Rick Knox with a close eye on the action. And that was only 2.5. This match continues, and Tessa Blanchard still champion. But for how long, Todd?
Diamante taking the fight to the undeniable Tessa Blanchard. This thing has been a war. Outside the ring, inside the ring, with the Ultra Women's title on the line. And Diamante looking for more, looking to keep the pedal to the metal. A little too slow there and pays for it. That big forearm shot there, courtesy of the champion.
Tessa powering Diamante up to the corner, isolating her in the corner. Now Diamante somewhat tied up.
Oh man, Magnum!
Incredible!
Short, decisive, but not enough. We've seen the champion hit that Magnum, double knee from virtually anywhere. Off the top, I believe it was against Chelsea Green to win the title back at May the 4th. And it looks like the champion digging down deep, gonna maybe go high risk here.
Yeah, this is a dangerous move for Tessa to go outside of the ring. and potentially climb this tough turnbuckle. Yeah, that's dangerous up there. And for Tessa, if she doesn't successfully hit this, her championship could be compromised, but if she does, she could get a victory, and she misses!
No!
Goodness gracious! Landing all on the back of her neck is Tessa Blanchard. You can see her writhing in pain as that concussive mat crashed right into the back of her neck.
Diamonds might be forever, but Tessa Blanchard's championship
10 minutes
reign
gone by, 20 minutes remaining, 10 minutes gone.
might not be. After that, swing and a miss, but still the presence of mind and the intestinal fortitude to get back to her feet and continue the fight here. And now, both competitors, champion, challenger, both in a precarious position here.
Certainly they are, certainly in that middle and top rope area. You're just adding so much gravity to whatever happens here. This is an unsafe place for both women. Diamante
Trying to get the hooks in, it would seem. What's she have in mind? Rolls through, sunset flip, power bomb! Oh, if she could have just secured the cover, perhaps we would have had history made and a new champion, but looking to double up. Oh, the
my
other
God.
way! Canadian Destroyer, little shades.
This is it.
Oh, that was so close, you're kidding me.
My goodness.
I thought we had a new champion crowned right then and there.
And a shock and awe goes through the crowd here at the PCW Ultratorium as somehow Tessa Blanchard able to dig deep and kick out, saving her championship.
Tessa is undeniable, and she's a fighting champion, but she might regret not staying on the floor for that count out earlier, because she is facing a fight like never before in Diamante. I pose the question, Christian Cole, with all the travel, all the incredible battles, was the champion ripe for the picking? And that might be the case.
Certainly starting to look like the Vegas odds of this match are now ever in the favor of Diamante as she controls Tessa. Tessa trying to fight back, but is it too late?
Headbutt by the champion, pulling out all the stops, whatever it takes. The very definition of undeniable. Didn't work before. What's she going for now? Magnum off the top! Hook of the leg! No!
Oh my God, what the hell? What the hell?
Diamante is not human. What in the world? The short Magnum earlier. Okay, maybe too early in the match. Thought that was going to do it, but now off the top. That is how Blanchard won this title. She put away Chelsea Green with that. She put away the hot mess with that.
And you could see the confusion turning into anger as Tessa had no idea how Diamante kicked out and now seems to have a solution that she's going right after her, ripping up Diamante by her hair. And look at the champion Blanchard. Oh, she's caught. She's caught here, Todd.
Diamante, the presence of mind by the challenger, incredible. Almost stole it. DDT, short flight, bad landing. Champ rolls through, tried and true and undeniable. What a victory by the Ultra Women's Champion, and she proved that she is Ultra in every sense of the word there, partner. Man, oh man, did the undeniable
Ladies and
Tessa
gentlemen,
Blanchard
your
have to
winner,
reverse.
and still PCW Ultra Women's World Champion, Tessa Blanchard.
And here at Vision Quest, Tessa Blanchard shows up to the building expecting a fight, and Diamante gave her one. And what a fight it was. And the champion remains champion, and Tessa Blanchard walks out with her possession, her prized possession, and that PCW Ultra Light Heavyweight Women's Champion, that Women's Championship.
Oh, and great sportsmanship being shown by the champion against a challenger that took her to the limit and then some.
A hard-fought victory by Tessa Blanchard as she continued her reign as UltraWoman Champion. In the next few weeks, we'll see her latest title defense against international star Sumi Sakai. But coming up next, ACH battles Dragon Lee in an absolute classic. Mutiny rolls on right after this.
In Japan, we have embraced many things from the West. We honor them. We celebrate them. And master them. In return, we offer something for you to enjoy. Sapporo, Japan's oldest beer brand, now brewed and enjoyed around the world. And our way of saying,
arigato.
Whether you know him as Jordan Myles or ACH, the super charismatic superstar has made an immediate impact in NXT. But before he made it to the black and gold brand, he was a fixture here in PCW Ultra. And 1 year ago, he squared off against international star Dragon Lee at PCW Ultra's Sound the Alarm. Let's head back to ringside with the voices of PCW Ultra, Todd Keneley and Christian Cole.
This is one of those matches that absolutely could steal the show. Dragon Lee fights like he's in somebody else's body. This guy is a human highlight film. There is not a chance that Dragon Lee will not take. I mean, watching ACH in the ring, it is like watching a human video game character.
This is a wrestler's wrestler is ACH. He can do everything. He can fly, he can run, he can wrestle on the mat. A 5-tool player in the professional wrestling industry.
It's the first time ever, especially in an era where everything is super cards and super matches. This is truly something the fans have been asking for. So I can't wait for it.
The following contest is a one-fall match with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Tallahassee, weighing 151 pounds, Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, holding some gold, was unable to win the Ultra Light Heavyweight title here in PCW Ultra, but certainly a victory here tonight could get him right back in the hunt, Christian.
There's no question about it. Dragon Lee, a champion in many of the companies he's been in over the last number of years, and he seeks to get PCW Ultra Gold around his waist. But first, a huge test here against ACH.
That title that he was holding there, the championship won by winning the King of Indies tournament, and he had to get 3 huge victories in that tournament. So a whole lot of momentum coming into this one.
His opponent from planet Vegeta, now residing in Austin, Texas, weighing 210 pounds, ACH.
ACH returns to the PCW Ultra ring where he's had a lot of success. Victories over the likes of Ray Phoenix and Chris Bay, but coming off of a tough loss to Hammerstone in what was an incredible matchup. ACH has got the physique that he can go in the light heavyweight division or the heavyweight division, but do you think the light heavyweight division suits him better?
Well, I think the fact is that no matter where ACH is, he'll be successful. And you talked about his physique. We've seen the injuries in the ribs. We've seen the injuries on the right quadriceps muscle of ACH. Will that affect his efforts tonight here against Dragon Lee? This is a big environment, Todd. The winner of this is going to be considered very high up there as a number 1 contender or maybe a number 2 guy going into the next show for the light heavyweight championship, whether that's Swerve Strickland who has that title or whether it's Flip Gordon taking him off tonight, which is absolutely laughable, by the way. Certainly my best friend Shane Strickland will continue to be champion, of course.
Flip Gordon, the number 1 contender, won that honor by defeating Garza Jr. And I don't sleep on his chances at all of making history later on, despite what my partner says. Some mutual sportsmanship to kick things off. And I mentioned at Opposites Attack that Dragon Lee wrestles as if he's in somebody else's body because of the risk that he is willing to take. But ACH, on the flip side, always taped up, always wearing the scars of battle. So he lets it all fly as well. Should be an incredible matchup, one that has the ability to steal the show, as I mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, we're just getting started here at Sound the Alarm. As you can see, a bit of wrist control from ACH, and he's controlling the pace so far, but you can see how quickly it can change, Todd. These men can go back and forth all day. You don't have the advantage for long when you're up against the quickness and speed and strength of both these wrestlers.
These two guys can move like they're in a video game, and they're both going to try and make their opponent take the L in this match. That was a Fortnite reference.
I think your sense of humor is taking L's, brother.
Fundamental wrestling early. You don't want to rush in and make a mistake. Beautiful single leg pick, though, by ACH. And a little showmanship that I'm sure will be mimicked by Dragon Lee. Looking to follow up. And there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. When you're in there with either one of these guys, full head of steam, but a little fake. And a little nap time.
Is that a little, there's like a little Naito reference there by Dragon Lee. We've seen Dragon Lee compete in New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know, and Dragon Lee, a competitor, but he has that little edge to him too, a sense of humor in the ring, a swag to Dragon Lee. Of course, not the swag that Swerve Strickland has, but nonetheless, got a lot of swag. And ACH seemed to take exception to the fact that Dragon Lee was toying with him there, feinting that suicide dive and instead just posing in the ring.
ACH also holds a victory here in PCW Ultra over the first ever Ultra Light Heavyweight Champion, Mecha Wolf 450. And here you see that bravado start to exude from ACH. Big scoop and a slam, showing his power. Into the cover now. Pretty lackadaisical cover there, Christian.
You're starting to see the confidence, some would call arrogance, of ACH. I just call it bravado. This is a guy who can do what he wants when he wants. He's one of the top athletes in this sport today is ACH. And never an ACH match without a little bit of drama. Never an ACH match without some momentum shifting and some last-second kickouts. I absolutely love to watch ACH wrestle.
Yeah, but we really haven't seen this from ACH where he's set to punish his opponent. And maybe he learned a little bit of that from his war with Hammerstone. ACH now going for the cover again. And in his last matchup against Hammerstone, ACH certainly didn't have the power advantage. He went for the Buster Call. He was countered by the power of Hammerstone into the Nightmare Pendulum. But it looks here like ACH might have the power advantage in this matchup with Dragon Lee.
He certainly has the strategy to back himself up here. I mean, you could see maybe a little bit of cockiness from ACH, but it's working for him. I mean, he's controlling Dragon Lee right now.
Little bit of cockiness.
Well, I like it, Todd. I mean, I know dorks like you have no idea what it's like to have confidence and get women at the end of the night. But ACH has women waiting for him in the locker room right now. They're waiting for him with grapes, that sometimes he's fed grapes.
Let me tell you this, buddy. I used to play football at USC. You think I've been to a few parties in my day on the row?
You
right?
sound like Al Bundy right now when you threw 4 touchdowns at Polk High 35 years ago. ACH owns the planet right now. Look at him in all of his glory.
Al Bundy wouldn't have thrown 4 touchdowns if I was on the other side of the line, because I would have sacked his ass.
Because you would have ate the football.
You better watch your mouth. I'll show you what I'm all about deep down. I'm not just a talking head here, Christian Cole.
I don't want to know you deep down. That's not something I want to know about you.
ACH has turned this into
PG.
He has turned this into a methodical pace, though, that certainly favors ACH. Reversal now by Dragon Lee, trying to quicken the pace, does so with the head scissors takedown.
Well, look at Dragon Lee. My God, he flies. Dragon Lee, and able to land on his feet after the majority of his weight falling on the neck and shoulder area of ACH. Incredible by Dragon Lee.
And that takes some guts, Christian, because think about it. Last time we saw Dragon Lee try that maneuver here, he flew all the way over Shane Strickland, hit his legs on the guardrail. So no fear, as I mentioned, wrestles like he's in somebody else's body and starts to go to work. And this is the pendulum of momentum now swinging to the side of Dragon Lee in this very important light heavyweight matchup, which certainly could have title implications. Drop kick right to ACH. And Dragon Lee is cooking with gas now. Double hook of the leg, looking to secure the pin and the win, but only a count of 2.
Yeah, he wasn't able to really hook that leg and get it in tight, was Dragon Lee. And now attacking the face and the mouth. 2 fish hooks on either side of the mouth of ACH. Dragon Lee shows that there's 2 can play at this game. He fights a little dirty himself.
That's an excellent point, Christian. And again, this is uncharacteristic for Dragon Lee, but ACH was making Lee pay the price earlier, was trying to punish him, and now turnabout's fair play. You got to think. Double underhook into the backbreaker, beautifully done. Butterfly backbreaker follows up with the shotgun knee, but countered. Catching the leg, did ACH, wow.
Yeah, he's got a hold of that right foot, and he looks pissed off. And look at ACH, goes for that back chop, but misses. Lee now.
Pace quickens. ACH is one of the hardest hitters in all of PCW Ultra. You see it there, double stomp. And the low kick slides into home, but looking to score the run and score the 1-2-3. That double stomp, reminiscent of the champion, the International King of Swerve.
Yeah, what is he doing? Now he's trying to steal the Swerve's offense? What's going on here, Todd? He's trying to steal his swag and trying to be as cocky as Swerve. You can't out-cock Swerve. Swerve is the king of cockiness.
I think he's trying to win the match and perhaps send a message. And if he wins this matchup, does ACH, he might put himself in position for a shot. Dragon Lee wants another shot. He came within an eyelash of defeating Strickland for the title. Counter strike, and here's the cover by Dragon Lee, who is holding the eye. He took a big shot. Who knows what kind of shape that orbital bone is under that mask.
Dragon Lee up to his feet first and now stalking ACH. Dragon Lee would be an incredible champion, but if I'm fantasy booking in my head, I mean, what better match between ACH and Shane Strickland, or what if we saw Dragon Lee versus Flip Gordon? I mean, all these incredible matches could be in our future here at PCW Ultra in this light heavyweight division. Caught, though, is Dragon Lee, and look at this. Beautiful German.
Oh, man, but
the shoulders up,
tough
though.
break, now into the cover, secures it, and that costs ACH there. If he had stuck that bridge, this thing could have been over. You see the official making the judgment call there, Christian. Incredible action, both men digging down deep, going deep into their playbook, but have not been able to put their opponent away, at least not yet. Again, the type of light heavyweight action we've come to expect here at PCW Ultra.
Wow, massive super kick there. And look at ACH now. Oh my God, but Lee caught him. And I don't know who got the worst of that, Todd. Both men flipping. Dragon Lee landing on top of ACH, but still eating some of that himself.
In essence, a standing Spanish fly, also reminiscent of Leo Rush in the Rush Hour. Leo Rush, of course, a couple great battles here in PCW Ultra. Has gone on to 205 Live.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
The man of the hour?
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell. Count is on, and these two are selling out. This tells you what being at the top of the heap in the light heavyweight division is all about. Picking them apart, upstairs, downstairs, double underhook, powerbomb.
Beautiful.
Center of the ring, beautifully done indeed. Oh, kiss him goodbye, not yet.
You could see ACH actually blowing a kiss, releasing that right leg. He had that pin in deep. He had both legs hooked, but instead he decides to find a camera and blow a kiss. I actually think it's pretty awesome. I'll accept your kiss. That kiss must have been for me, Todd.
Please. He blew a kiss. He also blew his opportunity. If he had both hands on the cover, perhaps he would have put away Dragon Lee. Sticks him with the short German. ACH back up. Oh,
Jesus.
I hope he didn't need that
Lost
molar.
a tooth there.
Has him hooked up. Looking for the Dragon Bomb, but was countered into the DDT, 12-6.
This has got to be it, Todd.
No, not yet. Wow.
Just two, as ACH has a sense of confusion in his eyes as he starts to wonder and figure out the arithmetic on how to create a formula to beat Dragon Lee.
You can ask Shane Strickland. It is tough to do. Does ACH have an answer to the riddle that is Dragon Lee here tonight at Sound the Alarm? Seesaw matchup, back and forth, even Steven, and the crowd split down the middle as well when it comes to their respect for these two great warriors.
Oh my God, incredible Pele bicycle kick by ACH out of nowhere.
Shades of Guile from Street Fighter. I talked about video game references, but man, ACH has been hitting like a sonic boom throughout this match since the opening bell.
Absolutely, holding back for 2 seconds there. Or was it down? Holding down for 2 seconds, then up and kick. That was the way you did it, right, Todd?
That was that flash kick, yes. Again, you get into deep water in the matchup, you get sweaty. This is where mistakes can be made. Just ask Graves and Brody King.
Fans here deciding to give a little trash talk to ACH. They haven't liked this cocky side of him. I personally think it's brilliant. And now he's done. Nope, not gonna do the move. You guys gonna disrespect me? I'm gonna chop your hero.
Transitions back to striking, and that certainly can be a winning combination. Uh-oh. Oh, what a counter with a headbutt by Dragon Lee, double stomp. Ay Dios mío, looking to put him away. There's two, no. Only two, wow.
The fortitude of ACH to kick out there. After eating that double stomp, he's hung in that top rope. He eats a double stomp to the chest. That takes away your entire lungs. There's no way you can breathe after that. And Dragon Lee crosses the neck of ACH, and ACH delivers a massive clothesline, a cover, but only one.
Dragon Lee right back up. Adrenaline can do wonders. Oh, reverse Rana. He spiked him, and now it's ACH that springs back up. Herculean effort by both.
These men exchanging one counts and now exchanging chops here, Todd. And look at this chop for chop, and this has become a contest of bravado for these two men.
It's a slugfest. These two light heavyweights hitting like heavyweights. Wow, round the world with that. Canadian destroyer, that flip pile driver into the cover. Is that gonna do it? Insanity, pure light heavyweight insanity here in Wilmington, California.
If there's one thing I know, Todd, it's no matter who wins this match, this light heavyweight division has gotten this much better tonight. Dragon Lee now.
That's it, the Dragon Bomb.
Will this be it? And that's it.
Your winner of the contest is Dragon Lee.
And Dom Vitelli better take a good look at Dragon Lee, as he has just defeated ACH, a man who was undefeated for the first chapter of his career in PCW Ultra. Dragon Lee with a massive victory over ACH. That has to position him for a championship shot sometime in the future. This light heavyweight division is on fire, Todd Keneley.
It's insane, and if you're Shane Strickland, you've got a big bullseye on you, or Flip Gordon, but objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear, and I would say that Dragon Lee is getting awfully close to a title shot in the light heavyweight division. Huge victory by Dragon Lee, getting it done here tonight at Sound the Alarm.
Maybe a little sportsmanship from the victor. Dragon Lee extends a right hand. And ACH may be thinking twice about congratulating his opponent. Although it was brash, they end up embracing. And it's good to see this type of...
Well, it sure is sportsmanship. I mean, from bell to bell, you take them to hell, and afterwards, you know, they always talk about you can have a cold one together. Well, mutual respect. ACH grabbing some of that money that's being tossed into the ring, which is a sign of respect in Lucha Libre. Well, I mean, it takes two to tango, right? ACH
Certainly.
gave him a hell of a matchup. He deserves something for the effort. Get the loser side of the purse. You got to try and make up the difference, partner.
ACH ain't going to the pay window tonight. Might get a couple bucks from these great fans in Wilmington, California.
An instant classic from two of the most prolific wrestlers in the world today. And the international flavor continues next week as we crown a new #1 contender for the Ultralight Championship. Daga takes on Puma King in our main event. And tickets are available right now for our next event, October 18th, from the Ultratorium in Wilmington, California, Into the Void. Pick up your tickets right now at PCWUltra.com. We'll run down the lineups as they become available, but get your tickets right now. You don't want to miss out. For our entire crew, this is Mike Simmons signing off. And we'll see you next week here on Mutiny.